Welcome to 3-Click Spelling. This tool will help you find the spelling for most words, approximately 40,000, such as bat, antagonize, tonsillectomy, or pneumonia, in just 3 clicks. It's as simple as 1, 2, 3. Say the word you want to spell, listen for the very first sound and the very last sound. Click number 1. You click on the picture for the very first sound or the very last sound. Your choice. Click number 2, you do the opposite. You click on the picture of the very last sound or the very first sound. These 2 steps are interchangeable, and I will demonstrate that. Click number 3. You say the number of the syllables in the word, and then you click on the syllable count. Then you will be displayed a page of all the words with those 3 patterns: first sound, last sound, and syllable count. And they'll be organized from the most frequent, level 1, to the least frequent, level 10. Within each level, there will be an alphabetical order. The tool should be supported across browsers and devices such as Internet Explorer, Chrome, Safari, Windows PCs, Androids, laptops, phones, iPhone, Android phones. So let's get started, and let's take a look at the page where you're going to be doing all of your work. Okay, up here we have the home page to take us back to the home page. To refresh this section down here for the information, you click on the information icon. And here is some information. There's 4 sections. You have getting started. It's a scrollable area to give you more detail about the system. You have supplemental tools over here. We'll be demonstrating a few of those. And if you notice the YouTube, I'm going to have topics related to the spelling tool, including this one here that I have not registered in here yet, but once I make it, it will be the very first one. But you can quickly flip through and watch what other people are saying about different skills for spelling. And down here we'll have research and articles of interest. This will be a growing list as I find more and more articles in research. But let's get back started here with our spelling tool. So let's take a look at the word bat. So we click here to get started. Here's our first sound. Here's our last sound. And in here is going to be our syllable count. So bat, first sound is B. So we scroll down and find the picture with B. Okay, there's B, bib. And the very last sound is bat. So we click here and we scroll down and find T. Okay, now T has a subset. There are so many words that end with the T sound. I broke it down into T, the NT, and ST. So this is just a T. So we click here, count the syllables, bat, click 1, and you look down here. Now you see some color coding. Okay, we have bait, bait, bat. Okay, if it's color coded, then it's not black, then it has to be another one. So, oh, there's another one down here in level 6. So those are called homophones. So you have to be careful. So you might have to take a look at that. Let's go take a look at this one here in the dictionary. Copy. Go up here to the dictionary. Paste. Click on the dictionary. Okay, bat. You can click on the sound. It gives a word origin, what part of speech it is, and the definition. A sheet of matted cotton, like what you have in your attic. So we have a baseball bat, the flying bat, and we have bat or insulation in our attic. Let's close the dictionary. So that's how you find bat, 3 clicks. Simple word. Now let's take a more complex word. Antagonize. So you click here to start. Okay, let's do the very last sound. Showed you that these are interchangeable. Antagonize. So we want to find a Z. Okay, the zipper. Zippers. So it has the same sound at beginning and end. Okay, and antagonize. Ah. So we click on our first sound. Okay, here's our vowels. The vowels are on the right side. So we have long vowels, short vowels, ant, antagonize. There's the word. And see, it just jumps right out because there's only 4 words on this page. Most of your words are going to end up like this. You won't have that many words on a page. Once in a while you will, but most of the time you'll have just a few words to choose from. So they'll jump right out at you. Okay, let's take a look at tonsillectomy. Click here. Okay, let's do the last sound again. Tonsillectomy. Sound like a me. Sound like an E. Okay, here I have, oh, there's an E. We got several subgroups in here. Now, in the information page, it'll talk about the magically. That's an interesting topic to take a look at that. But we want to look up on tonsillectomy. We're going to go E. Okay, again, we're going to find our T. Here's our T. Tonsillectomy. And you can look at the word structure, and there it is right there. You can copy that, put it in the dictionary, and you're off for spelling and all kinds of word information about that. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, now this is another one that's going to be interesting because it has a silent letter at the very beginning and it has a schwa sound. Now both of those are talked about in the information section here. Okay, it'll have sounds and letters. We talk about how it's used, silent letters. So we have that, and then we have the schwa vowel sound. So pneumonia is going to have both of these characteristics in here. So let's go back up here. Okay, pneumonia. Okay, since this is a sound-based program, you have to click on the sound. Now, good spellers may know pneumonia may start with a P. But if you click on the P, you're not going to find it. So you have to click on the very first sound, pneumonia. So I click on here. 9. Okay, pneumonia. Okay, sounds like a vowel sound. Because vowel sounds you can sing. Okay, pneumonia, umbrella, pneumonia. There it is. Okay, let's take a look at one other thing that's in the information page. Kind of make it a fun game for your students. Or you can do it with adults. And that is spelling challenge. So here you can read through this, but I'll show you how you can use the randomized word list. So let's say we've got teams. Okay, I'm on Team A. I'm going to call out the word and challenge you to find it in 3 clicks or find the word in less than 60 seconds. So I'm going to call out a word, and I can't think of a word, so I'm going to use the shuffle to find a word. Okay, something that starts with a Y and ends with a D. So I'm going to call out the word Yuletide. Can you find the word in 60 seconds or less? If you read through the instructions, if you can find it in 20 seconds, then you subtract that from 60 and you get 40 points. So first one to say 500, you win the spelling 500 race. So that's how you can use the randomized shuffling tool. Okay, now here there is no pattern for the OR and the A. But we do have a B and an A. Let's try breakaway. Okay. Let's go back to the information page. Now one thing that 3-click spelling does not have are the inflectional endings of words. That is, the plural words that are plural or have the ing added to it, or the past tense. But here's the tool. So let's take the word bat. So does the word bat end with a vowel? No. So these rules are all out. So you eliminate about 50% of the rules. So it ends with a consonant. Does it hiss? No. What's the rhyme length? So what you do, you beginning at the end of the word, you underline the letter and keep going from right to left until you run out of vowels. So you would have T and A underlined for bat. How many letters is that? 2. So we would use these rules. Let's say the next word is bake. We want to morph it. So we look at the ending. Is it a vowel? Yes. Ends with an E. Has a final E? Yes. So we use this for bakes, baking, or baker, baking, and baked. So those are your rules. The next word we could use is keep. Does it end with a vowel? No. So it has a consonant. So these rules are out. So we go over here. Does the p hiss? No. Okay, so we write the word keep. Start from right to left. You underline the P. Keep going to the left. You underline the E. Underline the next E. Okay, we are out of vowels, so how many letters do you have underlined? 3. So you use these rules. So you have keep is your base word. Keeps, keeper, he's a real keeper. Keeping. Here we have to have a new word because there's no such word as keeped. It's kept. So we have to, if you don't know how to spell kept, then you can go to 3-click spelling and find your past tense. That's how you can use the morphing. For first and second graders, I have this other tool here for single syllable words or compound words. So let's take a look at it. So you can download it. It's an interactive tool. And what you can do is print this off, and if you have work groups, you can have one per work group. And you can print it in black and white to keep your costs down. But the first 3 pages kind of explain how it goes here, but this is related to another program I've written, my breakfast reading program. But it shows you the different probabilities and what you need to do. So what you do, you go down here, and let's say the word is bat again. So we got a ah. So here it's all based on vowel sounds. So we go ah. Okay, that's a short A sound, like in jam. Okay, we look over here for the very last sound. T. Okay, here's t. Okay, then we can go across, and this is our word wall. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so here's our at family. So this is more based on rhyme. So you have bat, brat, cat, chat, drat, fat. So you can make word walls out of it. Again, color-coded ones are homophones. So here like Frank and Frank. And the red ones are kind of the rule breakers. Because usually when you have a sound, a short sound, you only have one vowel. So that's the color coding, and it shows up here. Now you have some special sounds over here, so don't forget about those. Then you just go back home. Let's say the word is sleep. E. So look, E, peach. Okay, sleep. Look for P. There's P. And okay, we have 2 rhyme families. So we have, yep, not there. And there's sleep. You can right click on that and you'll look it up in the dictionary. So it's a very interactive tool, or like I said, you can print it off in black and white and distribute it to your working stations in your classroom. Okay, let's put this interactive tool away. And 2 other tools I have is United States. Here you would click on that and it would download an Adobe Acrobat, and you just click on the first sound of the state, like Illinois, where I'm from. So you click on the short I sound, and it would find Illinois and Indiana. The world, so you got continents, and so here you only need 1 click to find states and the world. Okay, let's talk about incorporating vocabulary, or what I call Spelling City. Let's bring up Spelling City. Okay, guillotine.
Get ready for the test. Don't peek at your list. Begin. Fluoride. Fluoride in toothpaste helps prevent cavities.
So say presents the word, use a sentence.
Fluoride in toothpaste
Okay, the next word.
In the past, a guillotine was used to behead.
So then you would be expected to type
Fluoride in toothpaste helps
your word
prevent
in it. So that's how you can integrate the Spelling City for practice, building words for science or history or whatever, a core subject area. Let's go ahead and close down Spelling City. And that basically concludes an overview of 3-click spelling. Again, use that for your information and read the more details about each feature and the supplemental tools. And enjoy watching the videos as you need to support some concepts. Thank you for watching, and good luck in using 3-click spelling.